HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we are looking at a beer from the Thornbridge Brewery in Bakewell, Derbyshire. It is a bottle of their Thornbridge Hall, so brewed at the small original brew plant, not the larger Riverside facility. It's their Imperial Raspberry Stout. This was brewed in collaboration with St Eriks Bryggeri, which is I guess a kind of like a gypsy brewery based out of Sweden. It's a brewster called Jessica Heidreich. Excuse my pronunciation if it's not spot on. So the brewery, the Swedish brewery, does have quite a long, rich heritage, but it is Jessica who's kind of revived the name. A renowned kind of sommelier and researcher and now brewer. So this is brewed using Scottish raspberries, and I'll show you in a minute all the details on the back of the bottle. I mean, as I said, this is from the smaller original brewery in the grounds of Thornbridge Hall, opposed to the larger production brewery at Riverside, which it seems forever. Seems forever since that place opened now. But yes, so on the back it's got all the brew details. That's Terry K's Dream. Terry, if you watch this, I mean, this is the perfect label for you, mate. It says it's got full malts, pale malt, crystal malt, dark crystal, chocolate and roasted barley. It's hopped with Bramley Cross. Tells you when it was brewed, tells you how to store it, tells you how to pour it, tells you where it should be it's just got it all on there. Brilliant. I mean, fantastic. I mean, this is 10% ABV, 2013 release. I've had some stunning Imperial Stouts from part of Thornbridge's Thornbridge Hall range. Beer in the glass, black as night, absolutely black as night. The head, how funny! it's a very fizzy, bubbly, not fizzy, very kind of like I don't know if there is wheat in this, but I mean those bubbles are really quite big, so you're expecting those kind of molecules have really been stretched. But there is quite a pinkish hue to the to this kind of like mid beige colour. You can't really see it on camera, but take it from me, there is kind of like a pinkish hue to that. Anyway, so let's give it a sniff. Smells lovely. Oh, that's beautiful. Loads of big old roasted barley aromas. Dark chocolate, kind of that waxy note what you get from something like a really high % cacao chocolate. There's a kind of a condensed milk note in there, caramel. Ooh, without a doubt, caramel, big time. Big caramel there, big sweet, kind of milky caramel. You do get a raspberry quality in there. It's got an acidic raspberry character, slightly smoky, mildly lactic in a kind of like a milk stout way. But yeah, big time caramel, big time roast. Not much coffee, I'd say, but it's more on that chocolate side of things. Oh, it smells lovely though. Lovely smelling beer, so let's dive in. Cheers. Ooh, the raspberry really comes through. Wow, this brings back a memory of drinking, not name dropping, but the Basher Reserve, Brewdog's Basher Reserve. James Watt opened one of his remaining bottles when we were up at Brewdog. And it's definitely got that kind of like tartness that you get from those raspberries. And they'll have been Taberries, so Taberries, Scottish raspberries, there's not much in it, I don't think. Because it's got a sharpness, a real kind of like smoky acidity. Not quite lambic, sharp, dry. Bottom side of medium mouthfeel for a beer this strong. You'd expect a bit more mouthfeel, but I'm sure the fruit's doing something about that. Really drinkable. The kind of roast flavours hang around in the back end, really. And you get a hint of cough syrup, without a doubt. Big licorice note. It's definitely got the kind of raspberry characteristic that you'd expect from framboise. A nice kind of lambic, or more like something like Leafman's, which use that kind of more lactic sour brown as the base of the beer. Or beer like Golden Brown, which is quite acidic. Balsamic vinegar. Can't believe I overlooked that. Definitely balsamic vinegar in there. With a mild smoky burnt note. It's a funny one because it don't taste a hell of a lot like a stout. It tastes like a slightly more roasty bottle of Leafman's framboise. Funny one. I like it for what it is, but I were expecting a bit more. We're expecting more stout to that, to be honest. Yeah. Funny one. I don't know if there's don't know if it is meant to be a bit kind of lactic in that sense. Yeah, for 10%, I'd expect a bit more body. For a stout, an Imperial stout, I'd expect it to be less kind of Flemish reddish and a bit more stouty. It lets itself down in that regard. Yeah, it's okay. It's a nice beer, but it's not what I hoped it would be, actually, I guess I'm saying. Anyway, so that's a bottle of Thornbridge's Imperial Raspberry Stout in collaboration with St Eriks from Sweden. 10% ABV Imperial Stout with raspberries, Scottish raspberries. Nice, but not really that much of a stout. It's a funny one. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. See you next time. Cheers.